Okay. So this is the somatic experiencing exercise with Emile Combe, and it is being recorded with permission of the group, and it will only be shared by request. So if you want a copy of it, send me an email, and I will send you a link, and it'll take a little while to process it, so it won't be available until hopefully tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, so let's do a really simple experience, which we can call orienting. And it's something that we all naturally do. We have experiences where we go inside and then we go outside. We go inside, we notice what's happening inside, what we're feeling, what we're thinking, and then we go back outside and we notice what's happening in the world. Or so what I'd like for us to do is just to settle for a minute and just sit and just take a couple of deep breaths, slow, deep breaths, just to settle our nervous system a little bit and just become present with what's going on in the present moment. Okay, so just go inside and just reflect to yourself about what it is that your body is feeling and what you're feeling in your body right now. You might be drawn to a particular part of your body because of something that's happening there, or you might have to just kind of scan around a little bit to see what you feel. Usually when I do this exercise, I end up being drawn to my heart, but some people go to their head, some people go in different places. So just take a moment and just notice what I'm feeling. Am I feeling expansion in my body or in my heart or in my belly or in my muscles? Are my muscles relaxed and expanded? Or are they more contracted? Is my heart feeling kind of constricted? Do I feel like my belly is tight, or do I feel that my muscles are tense? And just notice that for a moment or two, and just reflect on what does that feel like, and say to yourself some words that describe what the feeling is in your body, or if it's an emotion, the feeling that you're feeling in your emotion. I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling calm, whatever that experience is. So now you're invited to open your eyes and to notice the room that you're in. Notice around the room. Just let your eyes wander around in your room and notice what it is that your eyes are drawn to. Right now, I'm drawn to the beautiful flowers that are on the screen behind Deborah, because they've been touching me the whole time we've been having this discussion today. So that's where I'm drawn to. And each of you notice where you're drawn. Notice what it is that you're drawn to. Or maybe there's a window and you can look outside and you can see what's going on outside. You see that it may be dark, but maybe you'll see a light out there in the darkness. Or if you're on the West Coast, you might see some sunlight and some leaves out of a tree or a bush or whatever. So just take that in, whatever it is, inside the room or outside, and just be a witness to that for a few moments. And just look at that and just sit. Now, as you do that, just notice what your body feels like. How does your body feel compared to the way it felt when you had gone inside and looked at it, looked inside? What is it you're feeling now? And focus on the difference. What's the difference between what you were feeling when you were focused on the inside of you and what you're feeling when you're looking at a picture on the wall or darkness outside with a street light or trees or whatever it is? And just describe to yourself what the difference is. Do I feel more settled when I notice what it is that I'm looking at, or do I feel a little more activated for some reason? Because maybe I was really calm inside, and when I looked outside, it brought up something else. So it's about really just being present with what's there, and just inviting the witnessing of that and noticing it without making any judgment about it. What is the difference between the outside and the inside? So I wonder if there's anybody that has anything that you'd like to share about that. There's no requirement to share, but what was it like for you?
Anyone want to share? You're welcome to unmute yourself. And you would unmute yourself if you don't know. If you're on the computer, you hover your mouse down to the bottom and the little bar will come up and you'll see a microphone in the bottom left. And you can click on that microphone to unmute yourself. Or I think if you just look by your picture, you can click on unmute also. You hover your mouse over your picture. I can tell you from my experience, when you had us first close our eyes and tune in, I felt my body is tired. And I felt this,
tired.
tiredness in my body.
Yeah.
And then when you had us, open our eyes and look around the room and see what we're drawn to. Initially, I looked at just like, some piles of things that represent to-dos. And it was like, more tired. And then I panned around the room and I looked over and I saw this painting that I did with my sisters. We went to one of those painting places and there's this one flower in the middle of that that's really, really pretty. And that just really brought me to a little bit more, I just happy and energized and, pleasantly energized, not activated, but pleasantly energized and feeling, I guess, some joy coming in.
Yeah. So that's a great example of how you can use a resource to shift. I can use a resource to shift my mood
Yes.
from tired to overwhelmed when I look at all the work I have to do, and then to the beauty of the flower and the memory of doing it with one sister. That must have been sweet too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's great. Great example. Great. Yeah. Are there any others that would like to share?
I think Carol's unmuting. There she is.
I felt the same, but it's because after when I realized that you hadn't recorded that, Deborah, I went, oh no, because I had thought I should record this, and then I thought, no, Deborah, I don't need to record it. And you guys said so many good things, which I think basically, anyways, when I was doing the exercise, I was feeling heavy in my heart because I was upset that it hadn't been recorded and upset with myself that I couldn't judge my intuition, like, whether it was a fear intuition or a guidance intuition. So when I was inside myself, I was feeling heavy-hearted, and then when I opened my eyes per your instruction, it actually felt heavier.
Mm.
And I wanted it not to, but it did. I couldn't make it go away.
Okay. So right in this moment, is there something in the room that really gives you pleasure that you could look at?
I think things are surrounded by so many things that don't give me pleasure, that are stressors,
Uh-huh.
that it's hard to catch the pleasure
So what
amidst.
about the little bird that kisses
Yeah,
you?
that's what I was thinking too. How about Buddy Bird?
Which one is it? The other one?
Oh, Beanie Bird over there.
Yeah. What's it when you look at the think of him kissing you or her kissing you? What is this, how does that, what's the experience when you do that?
It's softer.
It's softer. So that's, yeah, that's, and sometimes the orientation doesn't lead to the joy that Deborah talked about. Sometimes it leads to a lessening of the heaviness. So that's perfect. That was what your experience was. And I just want to honor that as being as perfect as it could be. I wish I could see your little bird.
Oh, you wish you could see Beanie?
Yeah.
Can you see him through the cake?
Oh.
Oops, you just went into,
I unplugged it.
your video just went out.
Oh, I see why.
You keep going in and out of mute.
I think it's the recording. It's just sort of.
Your camera, your video was off.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay. Okay.
Well, that's
Sorry.
okay.
If I figure out how to show you Beanie Bird before we're said and done, I will.
Okay. If not, I'm just going to imagine Beanie Bird, and I can imagine how sweet the little bird must be, and I can use my imagination if I don't have the real thing.
Okay, I don't. Yeah. Now, meanwhile, I'll try to figure.
Imagination is another resource. I can imagine being with my sisters doing that painting.
Yeah. It was my sister's birthday, so all my nieces were there too. We did a girls' night on my sister's birthday, and everybody went to one of those. It was one of those wine and painting places, and they all drank wine. I didn't drink wine. I had water. I did a water and painting, and they did a wine and painting. But it was, but it was fun because it was all of my sisters and my nieces, and we had a big group photo at the end with our holding up our paintings. And as our friend Mae West says, so enough about me. Let's talk about what you think about me. That's one that, do you remember Rabia Susan Lorette? I don't know if you knew her.
What was her name?
Rabia Susan Lorette.
No, I don't think I did.
Oh, she was so funny. She was one who died of cancer at 36 years old, and might have been right before, oh, there he is. Might have been right before you came and started hanging out at our community space in Pope Valley, because she was living in New York, and when 9/11 hit, and she went in to do volunteer work and cleaning up the site, and was doing massage and thing for the people who were cleaning up for the responders and that, and then ended up like that following January getting really sick, and it ended up being a cancer, and she died in April. It was very unexpected. She lived a healthy lifestyle, and I'm pretty sure it was from the 9/11 that took her. So it was very sad. But anyway, we lost Emile. Let's see if he pops back in. We'll give him a minute to pop back in, and then we'll probably go ahead and close for the night. Here he's calling. Hold on, maybe he's. Hi, we lost you. Okay. Yeah, you want to come back on, and then I think we'll go ahead and close for the night. His power went off, guys, but it's coming back on so he can get back on, and he'll maybe come in. Oh, okay. Okay. So when your computer comes up, tell me, and I'll give you you can go to zoom.us, and then I'll give you the meeting ID to join the meeting. Going to pause the recording so people don't have to listen to this in the recording. Okay, we're recording again. Emile is back with us, and Carol was about to ask a question.
I was just, first of all, Emile, did you see Beanie when I brought him over?
There we go. So sorry about that, folks.
Emile, did you see Beanie Bird when she brought him over? You froze about that time, so I'm not sure if you
I think I was gone.
Oh, I'll bring him over again before we hang up. But
okay.
I was just going to reiterate, since your whole sharing with me wasn't recorded, can I reiterate briefly what I thought the biggest takeaway, I think, is that when I said that the darkness feels more real than the light, you said that it does feel that way, but that being in fight or flight takes the part of my brain offline that would really help me find my way out, so that even if it feels like escaping, that these efforts and practices, yeah, even if the darkness feels real and I feel like I'm escaping, if I feel good, these practices would still be the wisest path, because they would give me access to the things I need access to find my way through this. Would that be a good summation?
That's very, very well put. And to underscore that, the more we experience those experiences that settle us, what we call the blue experiences as opposed to the red experiences, the more we do that, the more our nervous system comes online to be able to do it naturally, because this is not a process that is conscious and chosen by us. What we're really doing is we are retraining our nervous system so that the nervous system will automatically take care of us. And that happens when we go through this process 1,000 times. We have to retrain and retrain and retrain, and then it gets better and better and better, but it never gets perfect. And so it's about really coming to grips with the reality that, in part, I'm going to walk with this for the rest of my life, but that in the other part, my life is going to be so much better, and it is already better just in this moment that I have done this one time. The good experience. The part where you're saying, the part where you're saying it's an escape is not, that's a story. That's your nervous system hijacking you back into the old pattern.
Yeah. So you're suggesting a reframe of that story, that you're not escaping, but that you're actually utilizing a very valid resource that will give you the tools you need to perhaps have a different perspective and actually put your brain into a state where you may be able to find your way out of the situation you're in.
Yes,
you know,
that's perfect. Thank you. Does that make any sense, Carol?
Yeah. If I've gone out for a walk and I feel better and more peaceful, or I just go out, all I have to do is be in nature, and I feel like instantly like, oh, life is fine. This is the real thing. But it's not really figured out, but it sure feels good there. But if I go shopping and then I get sort of hijacked by retail therapy, which feels good, is that the same? How is that the same or different?
Well, sometimes when I'm really, really triggered, I go and I watch a television program. So I let the television set hijack me for a while, And so I settle down, and I think that's the same kind of thing as going shopping and getting hijacked by the retail salespeople. It's a good thing. You don't stay there. You go there for a while and you feel better, and then you come home.
Okay.
And you
Sometimes I need comedy, and I'll just go and watch some silly comedy and just laugh for a little while, and then I can come back and deal.
Well, that's interesting.
This was something that I really had trouble with in healing school, because one of the teachers there insisted that kind of escapism, rather than turning to Allah, turning to God, was detrimental to my being. And he just didn't understand that it's really good to take a break from the pain.
Yeah.
Even if it's not turning to a meditation or prayer or a direct healing, because sometimes I can't go directly to the healing.
Yeah.
Sometimes the being in nature and taking a walk is the meditation that you need, or turning on some silly comedy or finding a YouTube video that's going to make you laugh is the meditation you need.
Sometimes going inside makes it worse.
It does sometimes.
And when I learned that, then I realized, this is not the time to go inside. This is the time for me to go out and walk up the canyon and watch the red-tailed hawks in their nest.
Yeah. So next, Emile, we're all going to be asking for your address so we can come and walk up that canyon and see those red-tailed hawks.
Well, you'd be welcome. You would be. But it's really true about it's about being able to discern what I need in the moment. It's the development of a more articulate discernment with regard to what's going to help me, and then choosing that.
And that could be to get out of a fight or flight, or it could be when you're already into a calmer place to then choose the higher level of what will really help move me forward, as opposed to just get me out of fight or flight.
Yeah. And so I do something like take a walk and get settled, and then I come back and I can go inside and I can meditate, or I can do remembrance, or I can pray, or whatever it is that I do in my spiritual life. But when I'm really activated, boy, my spiritual life doesn't help me at all. And I had to come to grips with the fact that I'm not a bad person, because that's my reality. Because a lot of the spiritual people tell me, oh, what kind of a person are you that does that? You're just an escapist. Well, I'm not an escapist. I'm really taking care of myself in the best way that I know how, so that I can turn back to a place of bowing to something that is greater than myself.
Mm-hmm. I love the way you put that. Thank you.
Thank you. Is this recorded, Deborah?
Yes, ma'am. Got it. You will have it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'll keep listening, but I'll stop talking.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your
yeah.
contribution. It's been really wonderful.
Yes. Yeah. Good questions. Really good questions.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean thank you for stop talking. I meant thank you for the questions, because it was good discussion and really good questions.
I am gonna stop talking, but I just want to let you know I'm gonna go get Beanie Birds and hopefully you can see them this time.
Okay.
While I listen.
Okay. All right. So anyone else have any questions or anything you want to share? Yeah.
Can I ask one more question? I have this, I kind of have this place of that I don't like to leave the house for very long or go very far. And I mean, it's been suggested to me that I just need to kind of, feel grounded first before I leave the house. Do you have any words about that?
Um, well, first of all, I think if your body is telling you that it's that you shouldn't leave the house, or if you do leave the house, you shouldn't go very far. Uh, that's your body speaking to you and taking care of you. So I think it's really important to honor that part of you that's protecting you. And so I guess that's the first part of it. And the second part of it is that as you as and I'll talk about myself, as I continue to walk down this path of practicing somatic experiencing techniques and practicing my spiritual life, which is for me very important. Some people it's not, and that's okay too. But the longer I do that, and the more times that I do it, the more settled my nervous system is going to naturally learn to be and to operate. And so therefore, my nervous system is going to give me permission to walk a little farther the next time I go out. So I don't have to force myself as much as I have to just accept myself and love myself just the way I am. And then do some of the things that I need to do to feel good, so that when I feel good, I'll walk a block farther the next time.
So what you're saying is like rebuilding trust with your own body and your own nervous system and your own surroundings, really, or whatever that may be. Just your ability to feel okay each time you move a little farther.
Right, and to recognize that if there's a voice in me that's saying there's something wrong with me because I'm walking, I don't want to walk, I don't want to leave the house, or I don't want to go very far. It's becoming aware of that voice and recognizing that voice is a story. That's not really the truth. The truth is that your body will, if you trust your body will take care of you and guide you in ways that will make your life expand over time.
Oh, thank you so much. This has been really wonderful, and thank you for spending the extra time with us. I really appreciate it.
Ditto. Thank you.
Well, Tracy, thank you for sharing that, and I hope that the answer was helpful to you.
Yes, thank you.
Awesome. Well, so I guess we'll make one more call. If there's any other questions or anything. And if not, then join me in gratitude for, if you will, for our friend Emile, and Emile, for everything that you've shared and for your gentle, loving, kind nature. And hi, Jean, Layla.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, Layla.
Oh.
I haven't talked to you in a long time either.
I know. Guess where I am?
I haven't the faintest idea.
I'm sitting at the Mother Center in Polk Valley.
Oh
my gosh.
I know. I was
Wow.
multitasking and just finished something, and then I was going to go, and I go, no, I got to come back and at least say hi.
Wow.
So yeah, I've been up here since January.
Oh, wow.
Really? I thought you were in Southern California.
I was last year.
Oh, gosh.
Until January.
So grass started to grow under your feet, huh?
Literally here, yes. I don't know. We'll see.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. Say hello to everyone there for me.
Nobody's here but me, but I will to
Even
the
better.
community. What?
Even better.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Are you guys closing up your session, your talk?
We were just saying our gratitudes for our brother Emile and for all the incredible, beautiful gifts he shared.
Thank you, Emile. I enjoyed that. That was
Well,
good.
I thank all of you for participating, and it's been very enriching for me to just share time with you and to reconnect with some of the people that I've known in the past. I'm coming away feeling this is a resource for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow. Okay. Well, do you have any questions or anything other than your beautiful voice that you want to share with us?
who are you talking to?
You.
Oh, any questions? I did have a question. I was just wondering, some of the processing you were talking about with the somatic experience and the different terminology that you used, Emile.
Uh-huh.
It is, if someone was to go looking for a therapist or a healer or somebody who was trained in that, what would they look for? I know there's a lot of like Peter Levine trauma release training.
Hold on just a minute, and I'm going to pull up a website and I'll post the address of the website.
Okay.
And it's a directory that allows you to find people all over the country, all over the world, actually.
Excellent.
Is somatic experience, like I do distance healing work, right? All the work that I do is by phone or internet, and it's distance. Do you do somatic experiencing distance, or does it always need to be in person?
No, we can do it. You can do it by distance. You can do it on the telephone, or you can do it by Skype. It's sometimes helpful to be able to see what's going on with somebody's body. So that's really helpful, but it's not necessary. And I'm going to pull this up right now. Home somatic experiencing continuing education. Okay. Cookies. Practitioner directory, exclusive discounts. Where is the directory? Assistance and providers. They've got a new website, and I don't see it here. It used to be that you could just go, wait a minute, search for international SE affiliates. Let's see if that's it. No, that's affiliates. That's organizations. Explore memberships, practitioner directory. Let's look at this, see if this one works.
Are you on the somatic experiencing website?
I am.
For practitioners.
You just Google somatic experiencing, and then it's called Somatic Experiencing Trauma Institute.
Somatic Experiencing Trauma Institute.com.
Right.
Is that the website? Hold on.
Here we go. Practitioner directory login. No, this is the directory. You know, I'm not finding it here. What I can do is call them and get the information and then provide that to Deborah if you would be able to then provide it to the people that might want to know that.
Yeah, sure.
Would that work? Because it's just not coming up on I don't know where they've put it. They've got it hidden somewhere on the site probably.
So, hold on. I found it. Hang on. Okay. So Somatic Experiencing Trauma Institute, their website is traumahealing.org.
Traumahealing.org is the website, and it used to be somewhere on that website, and it's changed. I don't know. I haven't been on that website since it changed, so I don't know what's going on there.
Layla Jaffe is gotten training in this, and she's in the Pope Valley area. You might want to.
Is she?
Reach out to her.
Okay.
I believe she's done that, and I also believe that what's her name? I believe Nadia Wolf was taking the training as well.
Is she in Cook Valley?
And one of the teachers, Mariam Muhiba, I believe, was also trained in SE. So those are three people right off the bat.
Okay.
But I'm going to find the website, and I will get it to you guys somehow.
That would be great.
I'll get it to you through Deborah. Will that work, Deborah, to give it to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I did get a glimpse of the bird. I don't know if it went away. He was a cute bird. I want to acknowledge Birdie. You're muted.
Yes,
There you go.
yes, I brought Beanie over for a minute, so I'm glad.
Beanie.
You were in the middle of something, but I'm glad that you saw him.
Yeah, I did. It's a female.
Well, they're both boys, actually.
Oh, they're both boys. Okay. Well, he was gorgeous, and he let you hold him.
Oh yeah, yes, he does.
Yeah.
They're totally different personalities, and that's how it is.
I know about that. We've got a cat that's like. We've had two cats, and the one right now is kind of like the one on your shoulder, and the one we had before was like Birdie, like Beanie.
Beanie. Beanie
Yeah.
and Buddy.
So.
All right. Well, thank you all again very much, and thank you, Emile, very much. We'll go ahead and, with much love and gratitude for you and for all, close for the night, and I'll send you guys who have requested a link to this recording and the other recording. It's going to take me a while, and I'm probably not going to get to it tonight, and I've got a class tomorrow. So within the next couple of days, I'll get the recording out to everyone for this, from the initial session and from this Q&A, but Q&A is only by request, as we said. So
And then,
shoot me an email if you want it, other than the people who have already said.
And I'll send you the website in the next day or so, and then you can get it to Layla.
Okay.
And to whoever
Awesome.
else might be.
Okay. Sounds great. Layla, have fun out there. I'm jealous a little bit. Yeah.
It's very quiet and peaceful here. And when you did that exercise of opening your eyes and looking around you, I'm looking at the trees and the Zawiya building out the window that I'm sitting in.
Nice.
If that brings back any memories.
That does. Yeah. Puts my body automatically into a very relaxed state.
Yeah. I've done a lot of Zawiyas there.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Well, good night to all, and thank
Good
you.
night. Thank you. Thank you all. Bye. Thank you. Beautiful evening.
Yeah.
Sweet dreams, everyone.
Been a delight.
Thank you again, Emile.
Bye.
Bye-bye.